Hey guys, it's me Haley, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you all of the books that I read in January. Happy February. Let's just get right into the video. So the first book that I read in January was Offside by Avery. Keelan, one of those, and I'm going to read you the synopsis now. Okay. After her ex dumps her on her 21st birthday, Bailey James rebounds right into the arms of her ex's biggest competition, Chase Carter. Following a string of scandals and substandard grades, Chase is on thin ice with his teammates and tyrannical coach. The last thing he needs is to have his focus and loyalty called into question by fraternizing with his team's #1 rival. But a beautiful stranger who throws herself at him one night is too tempting to pass up, until she throws up on his shoes. Caught in the midst of a bitter rivalry that extends far beyond the arena, Bailey and Chase are on opposite sides of the bench. He's worked his entire life to secure a future in the NHL. She's tagged along for the ride while her brother Derek, star defensive for the Bruder College Bulldogs, has done the same. Fraternizing with the enemy is definitely out of the question, except this enemy is impossible to resist. I rated Offside. Let me check. I didn't even write it down in my notes. Oh, I rated that a 5 out of 5. Next, I read Scarred by McIntire, which it's part of a series called the Never After series. I think it's the first book for that. Prince Tristan Faza was never destined for the throne. That was always his brother Michael. The same brother responsible for both Tristan's tormented childhood and the scar that mars his face. So let me just say first, the Never After series is basically like Tales with a twist. So like this one is the Lion King, but it's the villain of the story, Scar's story, basically. And human. They're human. When their father dies, Michael is set to assume the throne, and Tristan is set to steal it. The leader of a secret rebellion, Tristan will stop at nothing to end his brother's reign. But when Michael's new betrothed, Lady Sarah Betrow, arrives, Tristan finds himself in the middle of a new kind of war. The kind that begs the question of what's more important, the crown or the woman about to wear it. Sarah has one plan: marry the king and eradicate the Faza line, even at the risk of her own peril. But she never expects the scarred prince. He's dangerous, forbidden, and one of the men she's been sent to kill. But the line between hatred and passion has never seemed so thin, and as secrets come to light, Sarah grows unsure of whom she can trust, torn between vengeance and the villain she was never supposed to love. And I rated that book a 5 out of 5. Next in the Never After series, number 2, is Wretched by McIntire. Evelina Westerly has always been the bad guy. As the brains, brown, and botanist behind her family's drug empire, she's her father's ruthless secret weapon. With her days divided between perfecting her greenhouse, seeking revenge for her sister's murder, and putting a gun to the head of anyone in her way, Evelina doesn't have time for anything else, especially not for love. After a one-night stand with a gorgeous man at a nightclub, she's sated her urges and is back to her criminal ways. That is, until that same man shows up as the new Westerly lackey under a totally different name. But Nicholas Woodsworth's real secret is much more dangerous than an alias. He's an undercover DEA agent, and he's hell-bent on destroying the drug trade that devastated his family. When he realizes the youngest daughter of the Westerly's empire is the same woman he's been fantasizing about since that night at the club, attraction wears violently with disgust. Evelina embodies everything he's against, and he's been sent here to be her downfall. Yet the more they learn about the darkness in each other's hearts, the more alike they seem. And when hatred turns to something more, Nicholas will have to decide whether he can love a wretched woman, even if it means bringing both of their lives to ruin. That was a really good book, and I rated it a 5 out of 5. And this one is Wizard of Oz retelling. Next, I read Good Girl Complex by Elle. This was actually, my mom chose this book for me to read. Mackenzie Maccabi is a people pleaser. Her demanding parents, her prep school friends, her longtime boyfriend, it's exhausting really, always following the rules. Unlike most 20-year-olds, all she really wants to do is focus on growing her internet business. But first she must get a college degree at her parents' insistence. That means moving to the beachside town of Avalon Bay, a community made up of locals and the wealthy students of Garnet College. Max had plenty of practice suppressing her wilder impulses. When she meets local bad boy Cooper Hartley, the ability is suddenly tested. Cooper is rough around the edges, raw, candid, a threat to her ordered existence. Their friendship is soon Their friendship soon becomes the realest thing in her life. Despite his disdain for the trust fund kids he sees coming and going from his town, Cooper soon realizes Mac isn't just another rich clone and falls for her hard. But as Mac finally starts feeling accepted by Cooper and his friends, the secret he's been keeping from her threatens the only place she's ever felt at home. That was a really good book. I rated it a 4 out of 5. Next, I read Shadow Me, Defy Me, and Reveal Me. I'll read these, but if you want like a full my opinion on them and what I rated them, you're gonna have to go check out the vlog. Oh my goodness. Hopefully they're okay. The reading vlog that I made of those. Shadow Me, Juliet is still reeling from Warner's betrayal, and Kenji is trying to balance his friendship with her with his responsibilities as a leader of the resistance against the reestablishment. Things get even more interesting when an unexpected person from the Omega Point's past surfaces. Defy Me, Juliet's short tenure as the Supreme Commander of North America has been an utter disaster. When the children of the other world leaders show up on her doorstep, she wants nothing more than to turn to Warner for support and guidance. But he shatters her heart when he reveals that he's been keeping secrets about her family and her identity from her. Secrets that change everything. Juliet is devastated, and the darkness that's always dwelled within her threatens to consume her. An explosive encounter with unexpected visitors might be enough to push her over the edge. Reveal Me. The explosive relatives in Defy Me have left readers reeling and desperate for answers. This fourth and final novella in the series will bring readers back to the world of the Shatter Me before the final novel installment hits shelves in winter, blah, blah, blah. That wasn't even a synopsis. But they didn't have one for Reveal Me. But yeah, if you want to know what I rated those and what I thought of those and me reading those, go check out the reading vlog that I made of those. But that's all the books that I read in January. Cannot wait to read more this month. Ouch. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next video. Bye!